All right, Tuesday morning, went down to the parts store, spent $1,000 on brakes and some other stuff, spark plug wires, some engine assembly lube to leave at Obi's shop. When I first got here this morning, Max and I, a friend of mine, got the front spring plate hanger on. So now we are about to prep the frame to move this wire. We're about to prep the frame on both sides to get the leaf spring mounts welded on. Once that is done, we're going to dry fit the engine cradle. And then my plan is to get the axles front and rear, the brakes done on all of them. I'm going to check. Obi has another truck here that I'm going to pull the transmission out of that truck. And that's going to be our truck now, our transmission, so we don't have to deal with the broken bell housing. I didn't realize he had it here. Hopefully it's okay. He said the guy was running and driving it until it just rotted, so he parked it. That's how he got it. But if that rear end has limited slip, I might trade in my rear end, because usually we save these for, like, these 14 bolts for buggies and stuff like that. So you want an open rear diff if you're going to weld it for an off-road rig. If it's limited slip and has clutches, it doesn't really work to weld, but that's better for me on the street. So we will trade, we get that transmission out today, and then maybe we can also get that rear end up into the van. We'll see if we can get all that accomplished. We'll be doing well. Waiting on the lifters and trays for the engine. We used for anybody who's not down south, anybody in the Northeast, if you don't have one of these, the bolt busters, they're incredible. It's basically a crazy induction heater. And you put this guy around whatever bolt or stud you want to heat up, and it heats it cherry red in seconds. That's how we got all of the broken studs out of the heads. So all the exhaust bolts, the studs are all out of the heads. We got that done the other day. So I can change the valve springs and get those ready for the camshaft. If we can get all that done, we'll be in good shape. So, all right, time for an update.
We're working, he's doing nothing.
All right, time for an update. We showed you this plate this morning. We got the plate in the van. Got the leaf springs. And we got the brackets all welded onto the frame on both sides. Got that done this morning. So we can test fit this guy. That all looks good. We got the we got the front axle completely apart. This shop's a disaster. We got the front axle completely apart, all rebuilt. New knuckle on the passenger side. Spacers on, all new brakes, bearings, everything. Ball joints on both sides, all that stuff. Nice rusty axles, pain in the butt. So we got that all done. Now we have the other donor truck in here, and we're about done pulling the transmission out. We're about to do that. So that is our mid-update. Hopefully we're gonna get this transmission out, get the truck back out. Then I can pull this rear end out of this truck. I don't know what point I'm going to do that, because this truck here, the donor truck, actually has limited slip. Same 410 rear end, but it has limited slip, and my other rear end did not have limited slip. So we're going to swap those two, and haven't done much with this. Got the new O-ring for since we pulled the pickup tube off, we got a new O-ring for it, added it in a milling kit, and I bought some lube for the camshaft, but I haven't touched the engine. We'll do that probably Friday. I'm going to take Friday off and try to get the engine in and get the engine tucked up in there and get the transmission up in there. So once the engine is in there, then we have all the wiring to do. We're gonna run the exhaust. I ordered like a little hot rod kit. It's a 2.5-inch exhaust with two 180s, two 90s, two 45s. So I'll just build an exhaust that goes around the front of the engine, and then it meets up on the passenger side, and then the driver's side, and then the driver's side will drop down and meet that. You got to get the transfer case in. I might order a cable shifter. I don't have the shift linkage from the vehicle that the transfer case came out of, so I might have to order like some kind of a cable shifter. So for now, just to get it in there, it probably won't be shiftable. I was gonna just weld the rear end up. We'll see I mean, weld the dry shaft up to get through. We'll have to see about making a front dry shaft because apparently where the bar is that we play at, Obi lives right near there, and he said that it's an ice skating rink all the way down that road. It's all just a big ice skating rink. So he's like, without four-wheel drive, you're never going to make it. So, yeah, still a lot to do. Day 4 out of 7. To be continued. Man, you guys aren't going to believe this. We had the truck up on the lift, took all the bell housing bolts out, got the last top bell housing bolt out, and the top of the bell housing came off. Obi's like, you've got to be kidding me. Look how old the crack is again. So, luckily this is just the top center one, so I don't care. It's got the alignment dowel areas. The top's fine. The older Chevy bell housings didn't even use the top bolts, so we are good. Transmission's out. Truck's about to go out. Drag it back out. Another friend's taking the engine out of it. Then I got to get the rear axle off of it once it's on the trailer. But we are done for the night. Whew. Until next time. T-minus 7 days in a week. It's day 4. So I still got 3 days left.
You're not coming tomorrow.
No, I don't mean 7 days in a row. It's just 7 days total. So I'll be back Friday. Until then, whew. Oh, there's no brakes, no transmission.
We're just gonna go for it.
Nothing like that. There's kind of a hill outside the garage, so we gotta move forward when we move forward. Now, so they can see.
Well, pushing is going well.
Alright, bring her back. Bring her back. Restart the video. Are you ready?
Okay, once you're out, turn a little past
Keep
here.
going straight. Keep going straight.
Yeah, that's good. Straighten it out now. Oh, it's not even rolling that fast.
I know, I told you.
Oh, it's so muddy.
I thought this was going to be way more exciting.
No, I told you. I do this all the time. There.
Well, that was lame.
I was having we could almost.